likes Christian music and Disney theme songs and Hush Little Baby too. She eats chocolate and cheese and she drinks Sprite. Sarah Elizabeth.
What is up, you guys? It's me, SEC. Okay, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. If you are new and you'd like to see more of my videos, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. But in today's video, I'm doing a very fun little thing, at least it is for me. So, as some of you may or may not know, I will be going to Alaska this summer for 2 months and 2 weeks. And I'm going to be doing this for a mission trip through Send Me Now. So I'm so stinking excited. But I leave in less than a week, so I now have to pack. And I have gotten everything laid out, and I thought I would carry y'all along with the packing journey. So if you like it, then don't forget to hit the like button down below. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into it. Let me show you the situation we got going on. Okay, so here's sort of the situation. I've got everything sort of laid out in just a disarray but sort of organized way to figure out how we're gonna do this. My main plan right now, I think, is to have this is all like tops, but they're not like t-shirts, and then t-shirts, outerwear, pants, 2 dresses, pajamas, and coats. So there's a raincoat, and then my winter coat, some accessories, shorts, and leggings. So that's sort of the idea, but my plan, I think, is to have outfits be able to mix and match, so that I don't have to repeat outfits, but I also don't have to bring 2 months worth of clothing. So let's start off with showing each piece. So I got this frog tog that I think is so stinking cute. It doesn't really match anything, but it's still cute. And then I stole Mama's jacket. She gave it to me to wear, but still. And it's just a good winter jacket that's not going to be super thick, so that I won't completely burn up. It's so hard packing for Alaska because I don't know what I'm actually going to need. And then, so I have these shorts, they want them all to be mid-length, or mid-thigh length, whatever. So I've got these from Under Armour, and then these, because if we're working with paint or anything, they already have paint on them, so I think they're good work shorts. And then some good old blue jean shorts. And then they said don't really worry about being super dressy for church outfits wise. They were good with t-shirt and a nice shirt and jeans. But I still want to have some dresses on hold, so I kind of picked more of the casual options. So I've got this tan one and this camo one, and they're basically the same style, except this one's just tiered and that one has only 1 tier. Then for t-shirts, we have a lot of t-shirts because 1, I love wearing t-shirts, and 2, I feel like they're pretty good on layering wise. So that was the idea. Got Under Armour, then we got this graphic tee from Winnie the Pooh, and then this one that's Courageous Joshua 19, and then this is my Send Me Now shirt. I think I might wear this the day of, travel wise. We don't know yet. There's the back of it if you're curious. Then FCA Let's Go, Central Perk, Only You Can Prevent Wildfires, and last but not least, another Under Armour. So as you can see, lots and lots of t-shirts. Then moving on to pants, I've got these really cool work pant dickies, and they have so many pockets. I love them. Then these wind pants kind of wear. I feel like they'll be cool enough to deal with if the sun does pop up, and also warm enough if the wind is blowing really hard. Same kind of pant, just different colors. And then I've got these dressier, soft ones. They're by Toad & Co. And I just really like them. They're soft, but they can be dressed up or down. Then 1 pair of jeans just to have on hand. And then these are kind of a khaki color, but they are still a light material, and they're capris. So that kind of gives me another in-between, which I really like. Quick side note, if you hear me sniffling and sneezing or anything like that, I'm not sick. I just have really terrible allergies, and right now they are going crazy because I don't know why. It's spring, it's summer, pollen is alive and well in Alabama, and it is attacking with full force on my sinuses. So if you hear a lot of sniffling in it while I'm talking to y'all, that's why, and I am terribly sorry, but just thought I'd let you know. Okay, with our PSA out of the way, here we are to the like non-t-shirts, because some of them are dressier, some of them are not. So we have this one, which is like a t-shirt material, but it's kind of like a dressier style. I've got one like light sweater just in case I need it, and it would be good for layering. And then I have, of course, my Have I Gone Mad Hatter, just because, oh, so cute. I just think it'd be good. It's also like a sweatshirty material, but not super thick. Then I have, of course, another one of the dressier like t-shirt tops. And then this is like a t-shirt, but it's sweatshirt material. So I think, once again, good compromise. And then this little number, it's a little asymmetrical thing. So kind of my plan is to be able to mix and match with those, and then maybe layer. And then here we have some more of the kind of like layering options, the more outerwear section. So I've got this Cold Gear Under Armour mock neck thing that I wear all the time during the winter, and I usually wear it with this vest, so I thought it would be good to have the vest on hand, but also I can wear them separate or together. So then got this Cold Gear Under Armour. Got a lot of Cold Gear Under Armour just because I love Under Armour, and I already had all this, so I was just like, you know what, let's not go out and buy anything extra just in case I don't need this stuff. I really don't know what I need, so I'm just kind of going off of Pinterest and my own instinct. So there's that. And then these two numbers are adorable, but they are a little hard to style. I have, this is like a blush pink. It's kind of picking up like a gray color on camera, but it's a blush. And then this is more of a blue color, which you could kind of see. But they have pockets. They are really cool, like material feeling. They're just really good, and I think they're going to be fantastic for layering. And if I want to wear it by itself, I think it's going to be a really good option for this trip. Also, hello, I have this mirror in here because I brought it in from my closet, because while I am trying to pack, I'm also trying to unpack, not only from school, but from the cruise. And it's just a big old mess in all rooms, except the den was okay. So I was like, okay, I'll get like packing in the den. So yeah, I was like, I want to try these outfits on before I bring them all the way across the country. So, hello, this is me. Moving on, we have shoes, boom, boom, and boom. So these are the big ones. I needed hiking shoes, and they needed also to be waterproof because it rains a ton in Alaska. So I went and I splurged a good bit and got these hiking on clouds, and I got the low top. I probably should have got the high top, but I did not want the highs just because I preferred the lows. But this was the only colorway, and I really enjoy it. I think it's really fun, but it's also very hard to match because most of my stuff is either black or green, and there are some blues which you have seen, but most of it is black or green, and I don't know if those, especially the black, I don't know how well that's gonna match, but it's what I'm gonna wear, and I'm trusting and hoping that no one's really gonna care that much, because why should they? Moving on to Sandal Options. I got these Chacos because they're still good on the terrain if I'm gonna be like impromptu hiking or something and I didn't realize it. So if I don't have these, I guess I can still deal with these. And they're good on some of the hotter days. Moving on, I've got these super duper cute Converse. They're a good platform, and they've got pretty good tread on them. So they also are made of this material called Gore-Tex, and I already had these. I just haven't had a chance to wear them because they're kind of like lined inside, and it really does not get the proper temperature for all that in Alabama at any time of the year. But they are waterproof, so once again, it is going to be a good thing if these some reason are not on my feet, and these are, I'll still be okay. So Then, if my bag will allow, I'm also gonna bring these. They're just gonna be a good pair of work boots or just any kind of boots. You know, I feel like it's good to have on hand. So that is what we are doing. Then moving on to this little pile over here, we have one bathing suit, and this one's really cute. It's the one I wore in Bahamas for the dolphins. It's long sleeve, so I feel like it would keep me warmer than a sleeveless, I guess. I don't know. I just think it's cute, and I don't think I'll need a bathing suit like at all, but I want to be prepared if need be. Then moving on, we have pajamas. And I'm only bringing 3 sets because we are going to have access to washer and dryer, so that is kind of amazing. And these are super cute. They have like a little mountain ocean scene on the pant leg, and they've got like a good waffle material on the top, so these will keep me nice and warm if need be. And then I've got just a good old t-shirt and pants, and then a favorite pair of my shorts, or like short sleeve and pants set. They're just so stinking comfortable. And the reason, if you're wondering like, why are you not bringing a little bit warmer stuff, because it is going to get cold at night. Well, I get hot at night anyways, so I feel like I will be fine. Then I also have these little bags that I'm putting everything in, because I feel like it's going to help keep everything like together on all of the trip, so it's not getting like sloshed around everywhere. And I think hopefully, fingers crossed, it will help conserve a little tiny bit of space. Fingers crossed again. So I've got makeup in this, and then just like undergarments in there. The makeup I will show you. I am not bringing a lot because I don't think I'm gonna need it like at all, but once again, just like the swimsuit, I want to be prepared. Am I overpacking? Quite possibly, but we shall see once I get there. I may have packed too much of the wrong thing, or I may have packed just enough, or I may have packed not enough of anything. We shall see. I really don't know what to anticipate, so I'm just trying to be as broad as possible. But with the makeup, I just have like moisturizer, and then one of my favorite like summer makeups is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I just love Neutrogena makeup and skincare in general, but I've had this one probably way past its expiration date, but it still works, so I'm going with it. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is one of my favorite things to have in skincare, anything, just because I have very confused skin and that hydrates it really well. And next I have Eyeshadow Palettes. This one is Golden Hour by Beauty For Real. Fun times, but it's really sparkly, and it has enough fun colors and enough neutral colors that I can do either kind of look and not kind of get too bored if I am wearing makeup more than I anticipate. Then brushes, eyelash curler, and good old lippy gloss. I am bringing an eyeliner because I did it on the cruise and I kind of wish I had, so I did. And then to conserve space, instead of my normal palette I would use to do my eyebrows, I have this eyebrow pen, like pencil thing, because trying to conserve as much space as possible. A miniature powder, miniature mascara, and miniature lipstick. Woohoo! So that's the makeup if y'all were at all interested. If you weren't, well, I hope you skipped, and if you didn't, thank you for watching. Moving on. So here I am vacuuming my suitcase, and I know it seems super weird, and it is, trust me, but there was sand all in it from the Bahamas. I had put my water shoes in there, and there was just so much sand from all the beach, and so I was trying my best, but you could see here Cambo was definitely wanting to attack the vacuum because he hates it, but we got it done. So now that we are majority sand-free, I'm going to start with towels because I'm going to need them, and they are definitely the most spacious thing that I'm going to have to pack. So, ready, set, boom. So I've just got a couple of towels, and then I also have a couple of these little makeup eraser things because Once again, don't know if I'll need it, but rather be safe rather than sorry. So there is that, and I'm really concerned now because that takes up a good amount of space, because if you consider this side being clothes and this side being everything else, that is a good amount of things. Okay, now time to do everyone's favorite thing in this world, folding. I actually really do enjoy folding. I don't know about y'all, but I do. One thing though is this time around I'm going to be folding everything a lot different than I normally would, because typically if I was going on a trip I would like fold my outfits together so that they're already just like one bundle and I can pull it out, and I personally think that saves space. I guess we'll find out today because I'm gonna do it a different way, but I typically do that, but this time, because I am gonna be trying to mix and match so much, I am just gonna put it like separate, like I had it when I showed y'all, just like by category. So we'll see how that goes. Not really sure, but yeah. So I just thought during this time I could talk to y'all, and if I get bored or y'all get bored, you can skip ahead or we'll fast forward it. We'll see. Who knows? I don't know. But I am so stinking grateful for this experience that I'm about to go and have, because Alaska is one of those places that I have always dreamt of going. I think of all the places I've dreamt of going, that's the one that I have wanted to for so long, with the same amount of desire throughout. And if y'all don't know, I don't know who's watching this, if you've watched me for a while or if you have never seen my face and you're just excited about Alaska, well, guess what? Welcome to the family, and I am too. But I go to Shorter University, which is in Rome, Georgia, and I am currently a rising senior nursing major. And I have they have this program, because Shorter is a Baptist affiliated school. They have this program through Georgia Baptist missions called Send Me Now. And it's this amazing, amazing program where they send college students around Georgia to places all around the world to serve in missions all over the summer. And I had been wanting, ever since I had heard of Shorter and I had been looking into that school, I had been like, if I went there, I wanted to be a part of Send Me Now. And last year, I just didn't have the time to be able to commit that, because I just had a lot of other things that I wanted to do, and I had the amazing opportunity to serve through the Church of God and do Camp Utopia, which I have always wanted to do, and I had that opportunity. So there's a lot of things that occurred, and it's all happening in the right time, I believe. But when I was checking it out last year, and when I was checking it out the year before that, and the year before that, I had seen Alaska, and I was like, oh, that would be so amazing to be able to go there, and I really wanted to go. So then when it came time, I was looking, and guess what? Alaska wasn't an option. And I was like, oh man, but that's okay. Like, I still want to apply, I still want to do this. So then I applied, and you gave them your like whatever you were interested in, whether it be your top 3 or your top 5, or even if you were just interested in one. So I had marked down all the ones that I was interested in. There was one that went to Europe, and I was like, that sounds interesting. One that went to South Pacific, one that went to Northeast Asia. There was one that went to Ukraine, which that was obviously before all of everything that's been happening over there that's happening now, and that one sadly did get canceled. But at the time that I had applied, Alaska wasn't even an option. And then we had this meeting with some of the leaders of Send Me Now, and they were like, well, what are some of your interests, you know, because we've got all these, and they started listing off all of these different mission opportunities that they were having this summer, and Alaska had been added on. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need that so much in my life. But I also was considering Guatemala, because there was a opportunity for me to work in medical missions for about 2 weeks was how long that trip was. And I was really interested in that one because that is eventually what I want to do with the missions, and my medical background is to work in medical missions. So I was like, ooh, this is a really good opportunity, and I don't want to turn it away because of some like selfish desire of my own. So went on, kept praying about it, kept doing all this. Then we had this thing called Missions Discovery Weekend, which is where we had to go, and the first night was over Zoom, and then the second night was in person. So I drove with Alexis, and we went and drove down there. It's about 3 hours away from Shorter, so it was a little bit of a drive. It was up in another part of Georgia. But we went, and we were in different groups, but my group was really amazing, and we were talking, and we were each like kind of saying, you seem like you would be good in this position or in this area. What do you think? And we were going over like all of our personality types and all this. And I was like, okay. And then one person was like, have y'all heard about the Alaska trip? And I was like, I didn't say anything, but I kind of like perked my ears up a little bit. And they were talking about it, and I was like, oh, it was really like, it was touching me. And so then I was one of the first people to go back. I think I was the first person to go back of our group to talk one-on-one with one of the leaders to be able to like actually give them our final like top 5. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Whew. And like he sat there with me and talked with me through it, and the whole time like I was freaking out because I was like so torn between going whether going to Guatemala or Ukraine or Alaska. Those were like my top 3. They were like all back and forth, all everywhere, because in my heart I was like, I really wanted Alaska, but I also knew how much I had wanted it before, and I didn't want that to be like, I didn't want it to be me being selfish of being like, oh, I get to go to Alaska, let me put this down, and like I didn't want it to be a me thing. I wanted it to be a God thing. But then I was finally like, I couldn't ignore it, so I finally put Alaska down. But the thing about Send Me Now is you can put your top 5 down, but you may end up with your number 1, your number 5, or you may end up in somewhere you didn't even think you wanted to be at. And I think that is a really cool thing, but it's also a really scary thing because that's just showing like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So I ended up going and waiting, and that was on a Saturday, and on that Sunday we were supposed to find out our placements, and my college pastor texted and was like, hey, can you call? And I was like, yeah. So he called me, and he was like, well, good news and bad news. And I was like, okay, what's that mean? And he said, well, you have a placement. I'm like, fantastic, yay. And he's like, but the thing is, there's someone that wants you, and we want you to go there, but we have to get approval by the higher up so you can go there because they've already got their amount that they need to go. And I was like, okay. So he's like, but we do have a backup if that doesn't work out. And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, I'll call you whenever we figure it out. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And then Monday rolled around, still didn't hear anything. Tuesday rolled around, and I didn't hear back until Tuesday at 5 o'clock, when I was expecting to know by Sunday at like lunchtime. So you can imagine the amount of stress and like anxiety that I had leading up to that, because I just wanted to know so badly. And this whole time I'm like praying. I've got my parents praying. I've got anyone that will sit still long enough to pray, because I'm freaking out, and I'm like, the Lord's will be done. But the whole time I'm like, it's gonna, like, the team that they are worried about is Alaska. It's got to be Alaska. Like, I know it's got to be Alaska. Like, that was the place that and like, I didn't want it to be me though. The whole time I was struggling with it being me versus it being the Lord. And I was just like, Lord, wherever you place me, just place me, but I need to know where I'm going because I'm about to freak out, and I don't want it to, like, it was bad. It was real bad, and the amount of energy that was building up inside of me. So then Tuesday came at 5 o'clock, and I got a call, and I was like, what you got? And he was like, well, you're gonna go to Alaska, how does that sound? And I was like, oh my goodness, yes. And then he hit me with a thing that I didn't even imagine. He said the group we were gonna send you with was the Nehemiah team going to that was going to the South Pacific summer. And I was like, oh my goodness, that was not my number 5 for reference, okay? My number 5, and I ended up getting my number 1. If that's not the Lord, I do not know what is, okay? And I literally proceeded to end that call with my college pastor and freaked out in my bedroom. Then I freaked out to my mom on the phone, my dad, my brother, anyone that would sit still long enough for me to freak out with them. And then my roommate came in and I freaked out with her too. So I just freaked out with literally anyone that would freak out with me. And if y'all want to freak out with me now, I'm still up for it because I am so excited. I know that the Lord has a plan for this trip, and I know that He wouldn't have sent me here if He doesn't have a purpose. And I'm just really excited to see what He's gonna do and what He's what's gonna happen, because the Lord has a plan and a purpose for everything that happens in our lives, whether it be good or bad. And I'm so ready and so prepared to know, like, I know that He's probably gonna knock everyone's socks off because He's just that kind of amazing. Like, He's just so amazing. And I'm just so ready to see, and I hope that I can carry y'all along on the journey, whether it be a weekly vlog or whether it be monthly or whether it be just one big old thing at the end has yet to be seen. But whatever it may be, I am excited to share with y'all what the Lord is doing and working in my life and the lives of those around me. So yes, if y'all have any comments or questions or concerns that y'all would like to comment in the comment section down below, please do so, and hopefully I can answer anything. Or maybe you have some words of wisdom if you have been on missions before, because this is going to be my 3rd mission trip and it's going to be the longest I have ever been away. So if you've been on missions and you would like to impart any words of wisdom for me or anyone else watching this video, please do so. And if you have any tips or tricks for Alaska, if you have been, I will accept any and all offers, because I am open to trying or learning or doing. So yeah, enough of the rambling. It's time to start actually packing. Alrighty, y'all. I think I have managed to get it fit. Hopefully it will close up nicely and we can go ahead and head on, and yeah. Alright, so now that I am all packed and finished, I'm ready to go to Alaska. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.